welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, this is the Supercoach EPL Game Week 4 review and Game Week 5 preview. We scored 115, and to be fair, that is probably overs on what we should have scored because Haaland completely saved us. Completely and utterly saved us. So as you can see, we dropped 1,650 places to 4.2k, and honestly, very content with that because it was looking absolutely terrible going into, I guess, the last two games, the Liverpool against Burnley game and the City and United game. We were looking absolute tripe. This is the team. As you can see, we have 2.3 million in the bank. It's the same formation. The only changes that I have made is literally swapped Calafiori and Van de Ven. Yes, I had Van de Ven on the bench for his 25, which was a complete and utter kick in the face. I think it's about time maybe I started having a little bit of faith in Spurs. I mean, we've been burnt in the past, so we'll see what happens there, what eventuates. And obviously had Truffett on field instead of Rodon. But I think we are going to go with the same formation. And this will, again, there's midweek games, Champions League is back. Well, a few of our players are going to be involved in that. Uh, so we definitely need to wait and see what happens there. But I dare say this is how we're going to be lining up in the 2-5-3 again. Definitely one of my more favourite formations. Might not be the best because I mean, it hasn't really worked for us in the past, but in saying that, the only thing that saved us from an absolutely disgusting game week was Haaland. That's literally it, scoring not 24 but 48 as captain. So he pulled through, and apart from that, it wasn't the best game week. Now, I woke up prior to the Chelsea game, saw that Palmer was benched, and thought he won't get many minutes. Clearly, I was wrong. I also thought that he's probably not going to return as well. Clearly, I was wrong. So I did Palmer to Fernandez and Sarr to Paqueta. Now, I think overall, well, Fernandez and Paqueta scored 9. Palmer scored, I think it was 14, and Sarr scored 15. So that was a loss of 20 points right there, which was just an absolute disaster. But what can you do? I think one little consoling factor is that if Palmer needs to be managed, etc., it's probably going to be in the form of he won't play 90 minutes in the Premier League. But in saying that, he clearly doesn't need 90 minutes to return. Whereas I think Bruno will most definitely get the majority of the minutes as well. Does a little bit more defensively than Palmer, although I guess right now that two mistakes, simple as that. We do have 2.3 million in the bank to change it up if there is any injuries, but kind of hoping to solidify where we are and the team for a little bit now. So I'm hoping that we can hold for a little bit longer. Anyway, the goalkeeper, obviously, we have David Raya. Um, they will play midweek. They also have City as well, so I'm not expecting much there. I will be playing. I will be playing Van de Ven on field this week. Turn plus on. Um, Definitely will be playing Van de Ven against Brighton. I think I've learnt my lesson there about Spurs defenders. We'll be playing Rodon against Wolves. I think that's a little bit of a better fixture than Bournemouth against Newcastle. And Ballard should be back this week against Villa, but I'm tipping Villa to come good. I mean, it's about time that they start doing so. Don't know if that will eventuate, but I think it's about time that they actually start to click into gear. Fernandez obviously has Chelsea. Not really scared of that fixture. I think Bruno's fairly fixture proof. I mean, he's a premium for a reason. Paqueta also has Crystal Palace. The two Evertonian boys in Kevin Dewsbury Hall and Jack Grealish, they obviously have the early game against Liverpool. And I think I'm going to be VCing Salah. I think he has not been in good form at all. And I think it was the 95th minute handball penalty that he got. I think I saw a stat. He scored more points from the 90th minute onwards than he has from the first to the 90th minute in all of the game weeks so far, which is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. But Salah will be my VC. We are still stuck with Wirtz. Surely he has to do something. Surely. I mean, looked like fairly, um, like he just wasn't involved. Hasn't really, I guess, done much to be fair, but still scored a 6, which again, it's not amazing, but it's not terrible. So I think out of those four, in Grealish, Kevin Dewsbury Hall, Salah, and Wirtz, that Salah will be my VC. Not entirely sure on the C though. No idea. Not sure at all. I mean, hopefully we don't need the C. I do expect Anton Stack, the better German in my side, to redeem himself, get some more form going against a fairly lousy Wolves. So hopefully that eventuates. But as I said, this is how we're going to be lining up for game week 5 of Supercoach EPL. There will be a massive focus on midweek because, again, just like our FPL team, most of our players are going to be playing midweek. So that's going to be interesting to see how they get through, how many minutes they play, and how they, I guess, come back. See if hopefully they're not carrying any knocks and don't get obviously injured. But it will be interesting to see if Calafiori starts midweek. Um, then does he get hooked early? No, he got hooked early against Forest, so that kind of tells me that he's going to start midweek in the Champions League. But then if he does come off early around that 70-minute mark, I mean, we'll see what happens there. He does have a bit of time to rest up for City, but same goes for, I guess, Salah, Wirtz, Haaland even. I think Haaland probably starts any game that he's actually fit for. So don't really have any worries there. But, I mean, Van de Ven, again, made of paper. Spurs play midweek. They have Villarreal at home. Hopefully gets through unscathed there. Um, yeah, our formation may be determined by what happens midweek and then other injuries as well. But at this stage, it looks like we'll be going Salah into someone, and hopefully we won't need a captaincy option because that could be very. I think it would probably be Haaland. I think, although I rate the Arsenal defence, it will either be Haaland or Bruno, I think, at this point in time. Um, but yeah, a lot weighs on the midweek fixtures. Hopefully everyone gets through. And then we'll be lining up in, I guess it has to be our favourite formation because we've gone with that a fair few game weeks now, which will be the 2-5-3. as I said, Salah VC. Hopefully won't need a captaincy, and I think at this point in time we won't be trading. So we'll just be holding. Do have my eyes on Xavi Simons as well from Spurs. 6.5 million midfielder. Not on the bubble yet. Has one more game. That's my number one trading target thus far. I know Wolves have a good set of fixtures coming up, but I honestly don't want anything to do with them personally. They're just genuinely rabble. So, as always, if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the FPL Game Week 4 review and Game Week 5 preview, and also check out the UCL Fantasy Introduction and Team Reveal on this channel and on the main Swordplay channel. Don't forget to check out what the other boys, Verns, and the crew have been doing in regards to the NBL Game Day squad. They've been doing some amazing things there. I know nothing about basketball, so if you need, I guess all you need to know about that, go over to the main channel, check it out, have a look, get the rundown. And as always, if you've enjoyed the content, leave a like, leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed yet, we're almost at 100 subs on this channel. Make sure you do so. Just do it. Don't argue. Simple as that. Sub. Thank you once again, guys, and we'll see you next time. If you've enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out the website at supercoachswordplay.com.